Before we went to the break, we were talking about sort of some of the things that the State Planning Office has done in the past. And one of the things that I was struck by, and Jody, something you'd said, is this idea that effectively it's an entity of the governor. The governor is the commissioner. So in many respects, I could anticipate that perhaps it's been used differently or viewed differently through various administrations dating back to 1968. We have a governor now, Frank, who has basically decided that this is not an entity that he needs. And therefore, this is part of why we have this show, quite frankly, is that you know, the State Planning Office is effectively going to be no more as of July 1st. Tell me a little bit more about why that may be the case, or how governors have sort of come to appreciate or maybe wish something different for this entity.
So Governor LePage has come in, and his initial instinct is the same as other governors. But he's acted on it, which is to eliminate the planning office. But he's going to find, I think, the same need as other governors to say, what are some of the long-term changes I want to make? How do we want to get there? Who's got to be involved? How are we going to make it happen? Because somebody in the government has to take that role.
Right.
I think the lack of a state planning office will actually weaken the executive, I think, just in terms of sheer horsepower. If you think about it, governors' staffs traditionally have been very small. Governor LePage has 4 senior policy analysts, senior policy advisors, whose role would be, on top of everything else they do, to do the rigorous research needed to craft effective policies, to shepherd it through the legislative process, and then to coordinate its implementation among the multiple agencies that have a responsibility. I think, seriously, if future governors want to push forward one or two, more than 1 or 2 policy ideas, they're going to be hamstrung. They just won't have the staff capacity to carry it forward.